Hello everyone, it's me, and I'm playing Metal Slug 2. Wow, look at that terrible video on the back. Let's fucking play the shit. Metal Slug 2. So yesterday I played Metal Slug 1, and today we're gonna play Metal Slug 2. So, yeah. Do we already have a fucking like on this video? We already have a like on this video. Live streaming Metal Slug 2. 3 watchers already. Get ready, guys. Get ready for the fucking playthrough of your lifetime, I guess. No, not really. Anyway, here we go. Metal Slug 2. This will be another hour-long playthrough. Just 1 hour, maybe even shorter. I beat the first game in 45 minutes. We're doing free play mode, so we don't fucking die over and over again. Hopefully as this game goes good with this sister, I really enjoyed yesterday's stream. Yeah, this is probably going to be good, if not better, than the last one. So, we're going to play this. So in this game, we get to choose our character. We get to choose Marco, Eri, Tarma, or Theo. We're just going to keep playing as Marco because he's our man. He's our man. So, once again, not the most responsive game ever, but it's fun. It's a really fun arcade shooter. I really wish I could play this in the actual arcades. Thank you. There's a monkey up there, and I got him. You guys all wish you could play this game, why don't you? This game is fucking really fun. I think this is the one that I played in the arcades, Metal Slug 2. I definitely remember playing this in the arcade. I definitely remember an Egyptian town of some sort. I definitely remember playing Metal Slug in the arcade at one time. And it was really fun, although it was really hard. It was really hard, but it was fun as shit. Why is there a baby on the floor? Why is there a baby? Thank you, Jesus. Jesus, come here. Jesus, take the wheel. Thank you. I love the prisoners, man. I'm wasting my bullet. Shit. Oh, I died. First death. First death. I love it when you get close up to people, you actually do like... Yeah, you can actually hit these bullets, but they're hard to hit because they fly all over the place. Well, actually not that hard to hit, now that I look at it. Would you stop firing these fucking missiles at me? I like how when the sprites get tiny, they look really sharp. They look like they were meant to be seen that way. Like, they're really sharp when they get up close. The sprites get really sharp when they're all tiny and stuff. Like, they just look like drawn pictures all of a sudden. They look all, like, nice when they're tiny. Man, this is so much fun, this fucking game. These games are so much fun. Are these prisoners? Oh, they can get on camels. You can get on camels in this game. Oh. There's our first continue. Oh, we have to select which character we want to be when we get up to continue. So we can actually change characters during our playthrough whenever we get to continue. That's pretty cool. So for those who don't know yet, I am not feeling in the best mood right now because something terrible happened. You might remember me talking about my girlfriend. But well, guess what? She's not my girlfriend anymore because she cheated on me. She basically just thought, oh, this guy fucking sucks. I'm gonna get a better boyfriend. So she cheated on me. Apparently about a week ago, she started dating another guy, which I did not know about, and she didn't tell me anything about it. And as soon as I found out yesterday, and then she just blocked me. She was like, "Don't fucking talk to me. Leave me the fuck alone." And she just fucking... She said, "Leave me the fuck alone," and then she just blocked me, and I could not talk to her anymore, so... That's over. But I was actually kind of planning on breaking up with her anyway. Boss beaten Metal Slug 2. I was actually planning to break up with her anyway because it wasn't going so well, and... Yeah. But great, now that's fucking over. Not in the way that I wished it was over. I wish I was the one to break up with her first. Mission 2. I wish I would have been the one to break up with her first, but it turned out she fucking just goddamn cheated on me. Which is, I guess that's fine too. I mean, that's the second time it's happened. I've been cheated on before, and it's not a fun thing. Oh, these are good guys, apparently. Just when I see a fucking character. Oh, I'm a mummy. I'm a mummy right now. You have to shoot mummies. Now we got mummy enemies. What's this? Oh, I gotta sneeze. So yeah, if you didn't know what... So yeah, if you were wondering how we're going, well, that's not going well anymore because that's over. Because she cheated on me, so... Long story short, I fucking hate her for doing that, and I will never forgive her. If she ever decides to talk to me again, then I'll just say like, hey, you did wrong, you did bad, and I will never forgive you. So, yeah. Fuck her. That's all I'm saying. All I'm saying is fuck her. But let's move on with our lives and play some fucking Metal Slug, play some video games, have a good time. That's how I look at things. Even when things are bad, you just gotta keep playing video games. You just gotta keep having fun, playing your fucking favorite games. God, that sound is really annoying. You just gotta play your fucking favorite video games, watch some movies. I turn into a skeleton. I turn into a mummy. Okay. I turn into a mummy. Can I ever recover from this? Nope. Oh, they are very close up to my asshole right now. I wish you could shoot diagonally in this game. But I guess the reason why you can't is because if you aim diagonally, you will also walk. So you can't aim diagonally when you're... unless you're walking. See, because... well, I can only aim up and left or right. That sound is... this sounds like Pokemon music. The fucking instruments used here. It sounds like Pokemon music. You know, somehow... you know how like some music of different games sounds very recognizable because of the instruments they use? like Pokemon music. When you listen to music from like Pokemon on the Game Boy Advance or DS or something, you can instantly recognize that it's Pokemon music because of... Okay, I guess that's not a good thing. You can instantly recognize it as Pokemon music because you just recognize the instruments that they use. Ow. Woo! That's what they sound like. They sound like woo! It's a really annoying sound. I would rather just kill the guys and have them go ah! Through the chest. Woo! Oh shit, I fell. Fucking shit, I fell. Flame shot. Aw, oh, damn it. I got damn turned into a Zambo again. A mummy. No, he turned him into a mummy too, and now I'm dead. So I was supposed to go to an appointment today, but I actually, I'm not going because, you know, because I'm not feeling that well, and I was supposed to do homework, but I didn't finish it. I didn't finish the homework, and I didn't want to make it right now because I'm live streaming, and I was like, fuck homework. Am I right? I was like, fuck homework, am I right? So I didn't make the homework.
Thank you.
I just killed the prisoner. Ah, this fucking shit is making that steam. Why was there a treasure chest then? And I'm dead. Great. Well, at least it spawns me right fucking here. So I'm really excited to play these fucking games because I've always wanted to play Metal Slug. Because yeah, I played this in the arcade once, and I remember this being super hard. It might have been this game. I think it was Metal Slug 2 or 3 that I played in the arcade, and let me just talk about some arcade memories, okay? So, some arcade memories from me personally. There was this arcade in a little city that we always went to. We would go eat, and we would go to a restaurant. I think we always got pancakes there or something, and there was an arcade next to it. We didn't really go to that many arcades, but there was this restaurant that we always went to, and an arcade opposite of the restaurant there was an arcade, and they had those grappling machines, and I've been to a lot of grappling machines, of course, because they're very common. But yeah, we went to an arcade, and they had a lot of fucking games there, and every time we went there was like different games again. So one game that I remember playing a lot was House of the Dead, which is a really classic game. House of the Dead, not particularly a super amazing game, but it was really fun in the arcades. You had those two guns. You had those guns that were like, hold on. You had those guns that you grab out of the thing, and then you can just shoot on the screen. It was so much fun. It was just shoot actual guns at the screen, because you rarely ever get that experience with console games. I mean, obviously with shooters you use a controller or a mouse. But with controllers or a mouse, you don't really get the authentic experience of actually shooting a gun. So, yeah, that was different. I mean, on the Wii, for instance, you can use the Wii remote, but that's nothing like an actual gun, you know? It's just a simple little remote with a trigger on the back. And yeah, they ported the House of the Dead games on the Wii. I never bought them. I should probably buy them on the Wii at some point. I think I might want to buy House of the Dead on the Wii. I have so many Wii games, but I could still get more Wii games because the Wii has a great library of games. I could get so many more Wii games, and I think House of the Dead is one of them that I want. Because House of the Dead is a lot of fun. It's another really fun arcade game. If you don't know what House of the Dead is, there was also a game called Typing of the Dead, which was a typing version of House of the Dead. It was a typing version of House of the Dead where you have little type things on you. I think more people actually know about that game than House of the Dead. I don't think many people know what House of the Dead is. They actually know only what Typing of the Dead is, which is a little shame because that game is not as good as House of the Dead. How do you avoid that? How do you fucking avoid that? But I remember really liking those games in the arcades. I remember always wanting to play those games, and if I couldn't play games, I would just watch the demo. Because yeah, I couldn't really play games in the arcade that much because my parents wouldn't give me money to play the games, which was a little sad. But you know, there was there we go. I would just love watching the demos. There was these demos that would play, and like every now and then you would see the scoreboard of like the people that got the scores, and it was really fun. So there was racing games, like I don't know what racing games there were. I think there was Crazy Taxi. Like the classic Sega game Crazy Taxi, I remember that being in the arcades, and I was wanting to play that. And House of the Dead was there. I definitely remember House of the Dead 3, like this huge arcade machine with a giant screen, and these two guns, and it was just really cool. So yeah, that was awesome. House of the Dead 3. I really gotta fucking buy House of the Dead 2 and 3 for the Wii. I'm not sure if it's a good port. I'm not sure if it's a good port or not. I don't know if it's a good port of the House of the Dead games, but it's really awesome. So I really enjoy those games. It's just a simple shooter game. It's a automatic walker. You walk automatically through the whole level, and you just shoot zombies, and it's really fun. It's a really fun shooter, arcade shooter. It's an old game, and the cutscenes and the dialogue and stuff is really bad, but that's what makes it funny, is that it's really, is how bad the dialogue is actually quite funny. It's actually quite funny how bad the dialogue is, which actually makes you want to just laugh at the game, even though it's a really fun game. I don't know how old those games are. It's probably like 2000s, like early 2000s. Somewhere around that time. God, this guy keeps joining a party, which is why this black screen is in front of my face all the time. It's this fucking guy that keeps joining a party on PlayStation over and over again. Just won't stop joining a party, just like before when I was playing Resident Evil. Oh, there's pigs in here. I'm kicking the lock. Oh my god, there's pigs. Pigs for points. But yeah, it was a really fun time, and I remember really wanting to play Crazy Taxi. I'm not sure what other games there were in the arcade. There was pinball machines, obviously. There was grappling machines. It was a lot of fun. Ah, damn it. Yeah, continue. Oh, I had 20 bombs, and now I only have 10. Stop joining parties, dude. Stop joining parties once again with this shit. God damn it, this is really hard to avoid. See, I can't shoot down, right? So I have to use the bombs. And this guy just won't fucking be in the place where I want him to be. Could you go to the right for a sec? He's only ever underneath you. He never moves to the right spot. I can never shoot a fucking grenade at him. Because he always goes underneath where I am. See, he always moves where I am, so I can't fucking throw grenades at him. That's the only way to do this, though. That's the only way to do this, is grenades. But now I have no grenades left, so how the fuck do I do this? What am I supposed to do here? I don't know what to fucking do here, man. There's just this guy on a boat, and I can't shoot down. I'm pretty sure I can't shoot down. Hold on, I gotta look this up.
Heavy machine gun.
I gotta look this up. Because I don't know how to fucking do it. What is control options? Player 1 control. Alternate attack. R1. I don't know what alternate attack is. It's not doing anything for me. How do you defeat the guy on the boat? Let me see. Metal Slug 2. Guy on boat. Let me see. Metal Slug 2. Walkthrough. Is there even a fucking walkthrough for this? Metal Slug 2. Mission 3. No, I need a fucking video for this. I need a video. I need to see a video for this because I don't know how to fucking beat this guy. Oh, I can shoot down when I'm jumping. That's how I shoot down. I shoot down when I jump. I'm so stupid. I'm sorry. I can only shoot down when I'm jumping. I'm still gonna die from these fucking missiles over and over again because they're impossible to avoid. Look at this. This guy's supposed to be fucking easy as shit, but... now there's 2. God, those fucking missiles are so annoying to avoid. So now I know if I want to aim down, I gotta fucking jump. Like how? How do I jump over that? Did they even think about whether this was beatable or not? I think they just made a game and like, they went, oh, they just want our money. I think they literally made this game in mind with like, this is gonna be in the arcades. Let's make people pay lots of money for this game. I mean, the game will be only a penny to play. It only costs $0.25 to play the game, but it will be so hard that you have to just keep paying money to get to beat it. That's what they thought with this fucking game. They thought that was the best idea. Let's make a game that's so hard that people have to keep paying money to play it. Or make them buy it on an anthology collection. Look at this! What the fuck is this now? Those balls, why can't I shoot those balls? Yeah, this is kind of stupid. I hate... Like, okay, I was ducking under that, but then I jumped for some reason, because I'm an idiot. Yeah, I guess there is a strategy to this game. There are certain strategies. You have to know the patterns out of your head. You have to know how to get through it and have a good time. But it's not easy. Like, I did not expect that guy I did not know that guy was gonna fucking shoot at me. I mean, I should have known because they're fucking guys. And they shoot at you, that's what the guys do. There's also just a huge delay with ducking, so... I'm just trying to figure out how the fuck people were supposed to be able to play this in a fucking arcade. They basically just thought, let's make people pay like crazy for this fucking game. They just thought, let's make a fucking arcade shooter that's so hard that people will have to keep paying money to play it. Just a cheap way to make money, you know? Make a game that's super hard so that people have to keep putting in quarters into the machines to keep playing it. Well, thankfully, if you buy this game for 20 bucks on the PlayStation Store, you can play it endlessly in free play mode. Or make it hard for yourself by going up with 10, 5, or 20 continues. I don't know how anyone would want to do that. But yeah, if you were playing this in the arcade, you wouldn't get limited continues. You would continue. You wouldn't get limited continues. You would continue every time you put in a quarter. You would be able to continue. You would continue every time you put in a quarter. Every time you put in a quarter, you would continue. So you technically had unlimited continues as long as you still had money in the arcade. But then at the end of the day, you spend lots of money on a game. You could technically spend like 20 bucks on a game. You could be spending actually 20 bucks on one of these Metal Slug games just to keep playing it. You could potentially keep playing this one game for 20 bucks by keep putting pennies in there, by keep putting quarters in there, and then eventually you spend 20 bucks on the game that you can no longer play because you don't live in the arcades. And that's what happens if you go underneath the thing. You know? You might even spend 20 bucks on this one game in the arcade by constantly dying over and over again. To the point where you've spent 20 bucks on this game even though you don't have any, and you'll never get to play it again unless you spend more quarters on the game eventually again. So for anyone who's able to play this in the arcades, I'll do you a favor. Buy this on the PlayStation, buy this on the PS2, Wii, or PS4, and play it for free for 20 bucks. You might even get it for cheaper on the PS2 or Wii, you know, like for 10 bucks or something. And you can play it forever. You can play all these games, you can play 7 Metal Slug games for just 10 bucks in free play mode and play them forever. There's no reason to go back and play this in the arcades and spend tons of money by constantly losing. There's no reason. You can literally buy this game for like 10 bucks on the PS2 or the Wii, and you'll have all these 7 games and you can play them whenever you want for the rest of your life. And yeah, the frame rate is dropping like crazy, I know. It's ridiculous. Yeah, we just beat him. But like just like one boss. This one boss, for instance, already cost like 10 continues to fucking beat. Just one boss. I will die. I will lose all my lives like 10 times just to beat that one boss. So like, what the fuck? This is one of the most cruel games. One of the most cruel money-grabbing arcade games there is. I mean, some arcade games, I could imagine if you're good at them, you can just keep playing them with just 1 quarter. Maybe 2 or 3 quarters, but then, you know, you don't lose too much money for playing them. You know, like, I could imagine with some games they're not too hard, so you can fucking play them for a decent amount of time with just 1 quarter. But this game, this is one of those money-grabbing arcade games that you have to spend like tons of money, tons of quarters just to keep playing because it's so fucking hard. Like anyone who's gonna play this in the arcades will only play it for like 5 minutes. Will only play it for like maybe 5 minutes and then they're done because they already died. Like I died in the first level, you know, I died in the first level. Usually if I go to the arcades, if I ever go to the arcades, I only put like 1 quarter in an arcade machine. before stopping to play it. I never like put more than $1 in an arcade machine, especially if it's like $1 whole to play a game. And then you have to put a whole $1 in there every time you die. Like, no way, dude. That'd be crazy. Hey, Geeky Me. Thanks for watching this live stream. But yeah, like, this is just one of those money-grabbing arcade games. Like, a racing game, for instance, like, is a fun game. You play it for $1 maybe, or a quarter. A couple quarters. You play this arcade game. You play this fun racing game, and there you go. You know? And you can try to attempt to get a high score or something. Or like a pinball game or something. You just play until you lose all your lives. But like, yeah, like, House of the Dead seems a more fair game to play. House of the Dead seems like a more fair game to play. It didn't seem as hard as this, so you won't lose as much money over that by playing that in the arcade. This is one of those arcade games that is just so freaking hard that it just grabs your money. They expect the only way to beat this in the arcades is to bring like $50 with you. Bring like $50 with you and just spend it all on one fucking game. Look at that. I had to avoid that bullet by walking left. Walking right would have gotten me into that fucking boat. Walking left got me into that missile. There was no way to not die there. Sometimes there's just no way but dying. Sometimes there's just no way out. Oh, that I couldn't have avoid. Had no time to react to that. Also, once again, the fucking controls are really obnoxiously Oh, I'm fat. Look at that. I'm fat. Look at my cheeks bubbling up and down. Come here, prisoner. I'm gonna save you. I'm gonna defeat the whole army. Did I just knife someone with a fork? I thought I just knifed someone with a fork. Oh, I exploded. I was so fat I exploded. And that's just a death animation. Now here's these helicopters again. These choppers. Oh. Charming fatty. Sure am. But I have to fucking beat this fucking car first. Ah, Jesus, you read me over. Should I try the other characters too? Should I try the other characters? At least you get some invisibility time. God damn it. Another fun fighting. So there's a lot of certain games that are always known to be in the arcades, like fighting games, for instance. Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, fighting games like Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, Tekken, those are also usually in the arcades. And those are also a lot of fun to play. You can keep fighting until you lose your lives, until you lose in a fight. If you lose in a fight, you have to spend another quarter to continue. And sometimes arcade games actually are first released on a console before they release in the arcades, like Street Fighter 4, for instance. That game was actually first on consoles and the 3DS until they got the arcade edition, which was released in the arcades. So if the game said continue and it was counting down from 9 to 0, there was actually if it was counting down from 9 to 0, there was no way you could not continue. You could always just continue because you didn't have to spend pennies on it. You spent $40 on the fucking game, $50. So obviously you don't have to spend extra pennies to continue, so why even have a continue option? Just ask continue yes or no, don't fucking count down with 0. If a game is released on consoles and it says continue and it counts down, there shouldn't be a reason for it to count down because it's not an arcade game. The reason why that countdown is there is because, you know, if you walk away from the machine, and you're like, fuck this, you know, then so usually someone else won't have the chance to continue where you left off with a penny. Usually 10 seconds is usually not enough time for someone to grab it, for someone else who wasn't playing to grab a penny and put it in the machine. I mean, not a penny, a quarter. Usually it's not enough time for someone else who wasn't playing yet to grab a penny and continue where you left off. That's always like an awesome little thing you could do in the arcades. It's just, if someone else stops playing, you'll just put a quarter in there and continue where they left off, which is not what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to start from the beginning. And I'm sure you guys have all done that. If you've ever been to the arcades, I'm sure you've seen someone else walk away from the machine and then you secretly grab a quarter as fast as you can and continue where they left off. You know, that's a really sneaky thing you can do in the arcades, you know. But that's why that countdown is there, because usually, look at that, usually people aren't fast enough to actually grab a quarter from their fucking wallet in 10 seconds. God, I just want to keep shooting up at him, but I have to keep avoiding their fucking bullets, and he keeps shooting them so fucking often. At least those pipe things don't hurt me. I have like no time to react to that shit because the controls are delayed. Well, it's not that bad, but it's not perfect. Anyway, but yeah, that's just fun. I love the arcades. I don't know what I'll always remember fighting games in the arcades and racing games and shooting games, and of course the fucking and of course you gotta love the grappling machines. When you see like tons of plushies, you're like, oh my god, I can get that plushie. If I grab this, I can get it for $1. $1 for a whole plushie. It's actually brilliant. Like, it's skill-based whether you can actually get the plushie. My son decided to take attention. Who are you? Oh, it's her. I thought you couldn't watch the stream. It's this girl I talked to on Facebook. She's a big Zelda fan and stuff. But anyway, so obviously the best way to play this game is in the arcades, even though you have to spend tons of money on it. This is better played with a control. It's probably better played with like those squishy buttons and those fucking joysticks. You know, that's one thing I love about arcades. Okay, I ran right into that bomb. I'll talk to you later. Jesus, boy, that was a nice dodge right there. Oh, that was a nice dodge too. And I couldn't duck in time. But yeah, what was I gonna say? God damn it, they knifed me too. That's the thing. They're all a bunch of CS:GO knifers. CS:GO fucking back knifers. God, how do I avoid all those bullets, man? I'm trying to just kill the guys, and there's like a million fucking choppers in the air. It's so hard. They throw nades. They fucking tons of chop. I couldn't even see those bullets because I was shooting through them with my bullets. I couldn't even see those fucking bullets. There is just so much shit. I don't know how anyone's expecting how SNK. Wow. Just how SNK, the developers of this game, expected you to fucking react to all this. Look at this. Look at all this shit on the screen. There's so much shit on the screen, you can't even react to the fucking little bullets that are fun. It's always the tiny little blue bullets that get you. The tiny little orange and blue bullets are always the ones that get you. Look, look at those sneaky little bullets coming up to me. How do I avoid that? How do I avoid that? It's so fucking cheap. Look, there's like this one guy with a fucking bazooka over here, shooting like little bullets. I guess I'm supposed to take care of him first. It's like, wow, there's so much shit going on screen. Like, there's no way a human can react to all this and expect to win without paying lots of money in the arcades. I should probably stop pretending to be in the arcades and being like, okay, how the fuck do I do this without spending like loads of money? Because, you know, I'm not in the arcades. I'm playing this for free. I'm playing this for 20 bucks. I spent 20 bucks on this game and I get to play all 7 of these games without having to continue like paying lots of money. Oh my god, I can't even get close to that thing. I'm just gonna use some grenades on that thing. Fuck it. Ah, man. Well, who is she? Oh, I got a laser. Oh my god. It looks like a fucking standard sawed-off shotgun. But it's a laser, alright. Oh my god, look at these fucking... Ah! They're going a little over my head. Look at all these choppers. Oh my god, there's so... Look at all those bullets going left and right. You have to stand exactly in the middle of those bullets to not get hit by those. Like, how do you do this? Oh, and then some random other bullet fucking got me. What the hell, dude? How do you do this? Like, this is way harder than Contra. Contra was a hard game on NES, but this is fucking like 10 times as hard. How do you do this? How would you ever do this with limited continues? Wow. You could never beat this game with limited continues. I've already been continuing like 50 times now. But anyway, I should probably stop bitching about how you couldn't beat this with limited continues or in the arcade without spending lots of money. Oh look, it's a train. To push the train backward. I'm pushing the train backwards with my own fucking little pistol. But this is a lot of fun though. These games are always fun. I've always loved these games. You can find some Flash versions of these games in the fucking... on Flash websites. Like flashgames.com or the bullshit. You can find some like Flash versions of this. But these are originally on the Neo Geo and in the arcades. Neo Geo was the original consoles that made a console version of this. Just like how Capcom released the console versions of Street Fighter 2 on the Super Nintendo. You know, there was the console versions. Look at all this madness. Look at this madness, man. There's so much shit going on. Just wow, what the hell? Like, it's so hard to react to all this. Like, if anything, if I want to become a pro at Metal Slug and use as less continues as possible, I would need a better way to play this with more responsive controls. Perhaps the PS2 or Wii version of this. Perhaps the PS2 or Wii version of this port. Okay, that was just dumb. Or perhaps the original Neo Geo games on an emulator or on Virtual Console. I think these were on the Wii Virtual Console as well. They might have been on the Wii Virtual Console. Okay, so they like fly over me a little bit. God, this is so fucking hard. Oh my god. There's so much shit happening. Like, sometimes you have to duck and stand in one position to dodge everything, but then someone throws a grenade at you and there's like no way to dodge it, because if you try to move out of the way, you also die. So like, you have to die, whether it's you move out of the way and you die, or you die from the grenade. Like, it's so unfair sometimes. Like, yeah, there was just a little moment where someone threw a grenade at me, and I either had to try to dodge it and get hit by something else, or I had to fucking... Either I had to dodge it and get hit by something else, or actually get hit by the grenade. Oh, God, he's coming at me. Oh my god, that could not fucking stop that train. Whatever, that's that train then. Is he gonna come over from this side again? Oh my god. Anyway, but I have fond memories of the arcade, because if you guys don't know, I only have my little pistol. I don't have my little pistol. Fuck. I just have my little pistol. That's all I have. I have to fucking mash the button like crazy. Yeah, the backgrounds in this game look really nice as well. What mission are we on anyway? We just took down an entire door. What are those things? Are those fucking Wendigos from Until Dawn? Those look like Wendigos from Until Dawn. Anyway, but yeah, so there was like, in the arcades that I went to, there was these grappling machines, and you would get a bouncy ball. Shit. You would get a bouncy ball if you lost, as like a little prize for losing. Like, oh, you did your best. Here's a prize, you know. Here's a little bouncy ball. So no one actually knew about that, and I told this to someone before, but no one actually knew about that. So basically, every time someone lost and walked away, me and my brother would go to the shit. Me and my brother would go to the grappling machines and just fucking grab the bouncy balls. we would go to the machine and grab the bouncy balls from the people that lost, and it was just brilliant. So we eventually had like a whole bucket full of bouncy balls. Wow, what the fuck do I do here? How do I not fucking die over and over again here? These fucking guys just keep raping me from behind. Come on! Open that fucking gate! I'm mashing the button as fast as I can, without going in vibrate mode. I mean, there's two modes in which I mash a button. There's two ways in which I mash a button. The red ones just explode, apparently. Ah, go, go, fuck! Fuck. This is a really frustrating area, because he's found behind you. What the hell is this bullshit now? Look at this. Look at this! Look at this madness! How do I fucking do this? There's like a million guys! And I died. But at least I don't fucking go back or anything. I swear, if I had to play this with limited continues and I had to go back to the beginning of the game every time I die, every time I get a continue, I would be done with this game in no time. But thank God there is a free play mode. Thank God there is a way to play this free play. Because, yeah. Yeah, so we would just have like a giant... We would just have a giant bucket of fucking... Oh my god, I'm already at continue again. We would have a giant bucket of fucking bouncy balls. And, yeah, it was crazy. I don't know if we still have that. I don't think we do. We have a giant bucket of fucking bouncy balls. And, one moment, a fucking friend of mine that is no longer a friend at this point. Fuck. An old friend of mine, he fucking decided, oh, let's throw these bouncy balls all over the place. So he went outside, he grabbed the bucket, and he just threw the he fucking just spilled the bucket of bouncy balls. He spilled the bucket of bouncy balls. And they just went everywhere. They went flying everywhere. It was fun to see, but we lost a lot of bouncy balls that day. So we didn't have nearly as many bouncy balls as we had before he did that, which I was a little sad about. But I guess when you have a whole bucket of bouncy balls, one of the things you want to do with it eventually is just spill it everywhere, because that's a lot of fun, right? We're at 50 minutes in, so I think we're about to beat this game. This game seems to be a little bit longer than the last game. But I did have a few moments where I had to stop because I didn't know what to do. So that probably like... Wow, look at these. I love the designs. I love the sprite artwork in this game. I just love the music in this game and the sprite artwork. It's just a really well-made game. It's so good. There's something about the sound effects and the sprite animations, the sprite art itself is really good. So despite how hard this fucking game is, and that I could never beat this with continues, with limited continues, or beat this in the arcade. I would love to play this in the actual arcade at some point, but I'd have to expect that I'm gonna spend like a bunch of money on just one of these games, and I've already spent $20 on this collection to begin with. Oh my god. Now he's shooting lasers at me. Whatever. And it's not easy to avoid these things because the controls are delayed, you know. Ow! Was I just supposed to stand on the very right side before he did that? Like, I just want to keep shooting at him. I just want to keep shooting at him, that's all I want to do. I hate having to avoid stuff because then you have to get out of the way and stop shooting. I just want this thing to die, you know. I just want this thing to die. Just throw some fucking grenades at him, what the hell. God damn it. Alright, he's dead. And now everyone's diving off. We're dead. Look at my shirt, by the way. Look at my shirt. I'm wearing a Mario 3 shirt. Super Mario Bros. 3. Great shirt. I really love this shirt. It's one of my favorite games of all time. I'm not sure if it's my favorite. I don't know if it's in my top 10 favorite games, but it's definitely a really good game. It's definitely like one of my favorite Mario games, and it's just a really good game. So I thought I had to get a shirt. I had to get a shirt to commemorate how awesome that game is. Because it is one awesome game. And some people may say like, oh, why do you like old Mario? Like, what's wrong with new Mario? There's nothing wrong with new Mario. I love new Mario. I love new Mario games too. I love new Mario. Fuck. Fuck off, man. Ow! I love that scream. Did it originate in this game? Like, I feel like I've heard that scream in other games before. I feel like I've heard that. Wow. I've heard that game in other games before too. Like, it's kind of like a Wilhelm scream of some sort. Just get out. Oh wow. Those things just never stop. Okay. How? Look, even if I try to jump through it, I still die. I still die even if I try to jump at the right time. It's so perfectly timed. Can I just fucking shoot through these sandbags? Just wow. See, there's two ways in which I press a button. I either go like this, or I go like this. Like I fucking vibrate my hand on it, like I just... That's two ways that I fucking press the controller if I... Ah! But anyway, so not only do I have memories of like arcade games. Oh, look at this cool effect on this bridge. Cool, that's like fucking revolutionary for the time. That's some revolutionary shit for Neo Geo right here. Look at this. What are those fucking weird orange bullets? They don't even fucking kill me. Okay, now they do. Oh my god. Apparently this bridge is not as hard to get over as it looks. That's the most wonky, unrealistic ass bridge in my life that I've seen in my whole entire life. Have you ever seen a bridge like this in real life? Like that's some fucking... They just made this bridge look like this because they're like, oh, look what we can do with our graphics. Look at this. Look how revolutionary we are, Neo Geo. I mean, that looks cool though. I gotta say, that looks cool for the graphics that this game has to offer. Is this the final boss again? It's the same guy. It's the same guy from the last game. He's like, you can't win from me. Come on, boy. He says the same shit. I'm actually not sure what Metal Slug X is. I believe Metal Slug X might be a remake of this game. But I don't know. It shouldn't be in this collection. Oh, I got eaten by a whale shark. Or killer whale or whatever it's called. Orca. I call it an orca. But that was not the final boss apparently, because we're still going. They were just eating dinner and I fucking slayed them. They have tactical shields. So yeah, I also have memories of playing like Flash games. There's like a lot of Flash games I used to play on PC. Like there's some really good Flash games out there. Like they're surprisingly really fun games, even though they're just like cheap Flash games that are made for fucking online. Like I don't know if you guys have ever played them, but like there was this fucking Flash game called Castle Cat, which was a cat made with a cat. It's a cat with like a grin, and his hat looks like a castle, and it's a really funny game. There's like 4 of them, and I played those a lot. And another game I used to play was these Cartoon Network games. There's this Cartoon Network used to make these like little RPG like top-down perspective games where you were on like some tropical resort or something, and you would just you have to do little missions for different characters from the Cartoon Network series. And yeah, I really miss Cartoon Network. Like we used to have that on our TV, and we don't have that anymore. But Cartoon Network apparently like really has shitty ass cartoons. Their cartoons are not as good as they used to be. Their cartoons are not as good as they used to be. Like they had really good cartoons in the past, and Castle Cat, yeah, that's a really fun game. I think it might have that ow sound effect in there. It was a really fun game, really funny. It was really hard, but it was just really funny to me. And yeah, there's some other Flash games I used to play. Don't know what other games I used to play, really, but there was some really good Flash games out there. What the fuck is this? Look at this! I'm somehow avoiding. Look, I had to jump up there to avoid that ball on the bottom, but jumping up made me jump into that other thing. Sometimes there's just absolutely no way to avoid shit. Like, look at this madness. Sometimes there's just absolutely no way anyone could possibly avoid this. Imagine playing this game with 1 life, no continues. There's no way you could do that. You'd have to be a god. You'd have to be a god to beat this game, to beat any of these Metal Slug games without dying once with no continues. You'd have to be a fucking god. If anyone's ever done it, I will give him a blowjob. I swear to God. If anyone's ever beaten this game with no continues and no extra lives, or at least no continues, I will give him a fucking 10-minute, 30-minute blowjob. I'm not even kidding. I know, I'm not coming out of the closet right now. I'm straight. I'm a straight male. Why am I even mashing the button this fast? I'm a straight male, but fuck, god damn it, I would give that guy a blowjob if he would ever. I love these little puking monster things. I saw Game Grumps play through Metal Slug X, and then that game had these things too. They have little guns. Look at them. They puke out green, and they go into like a skull. Their skull, like, oh, I love that animation. I love the animations on the sprites in this game. They're so well They have so many frames of animation that are so well animated. But anyway, so fuck, Cartoon Network was a really good like place for cartoons. It was probably my favorite channel for cartoons. I liked it more than Disney, more than Nickelodeon. I mean, I love Nickelodeon and everything with SpongeBob and Rocko's Modern Life and Cat Dog and Angry Beavers, like all those classic cartoons that Nickelodeon used to have. But goddamn, do I miss Cartoon Network, like the way they used to be. Like we don't have Cartoon Network anymore on our television, but goddamn, do I miss like fucking Courage the Cowardly Dog, Scooby-Doo, the old Scooby-Doo. They still have Scooby-Doo now, but it's shitty as fuck. You know, the old Scooby-Doo, fucking Courage the Cowardly Dog, with that game, that one with the House of Monsters or something, with this character called Blue. He was like this blue blob, and he was called Blue. I remember that shit, man. I remember that shit so well. There was also this other show with like these 5 kids, like this like club something. I don't know what it was called. There were so many classic cartoons on Cartoon Network that I really enjoyed. Oh, Ed, Edd and Eddy. That was a really good show, Ed, Edd and Eddy. Like, wow, I really missed that. If I could watch those again, I would so do it. Like, I wish they would be on Netflix or something, those shows. Or on something. I wish I could get them. Because those were some classic shows that I really miss watching. You know, I think Courage the Cowardly Dog is still on, but they made it like 3D. And I hate it when they change the art style of a cartoon. I really hate that. I really hate it when they change the art style of a good classic cartoon and just really fuck everything up, you know? They really fuck up the art style and they just make it look like bullshit. Have you guys ever watched Courage the Cowardly Dog? That was a really good cartoon. I really thought that was like really creepy and stuff. There was some really genuinely creepy moments in that cartoon, like... Well, like, it was really, really fun cartoon. And I remember strictly... There was some strict memories that I remember from that show, because me and my mom used to make like this chocolate cake, this cake of cookies. We would make a chocolate cake of cookies, and it was really delicious. We would make this cake that was made out of cookies and chocolate, and I remember like being in the kitchen, like cracking those cookies. We'd have like 3 packages full of cookies, and just fucking, I would crack them, just crack all the cookies. And it would hurt my hands. It would like itch my hands. My hands would be like itching and hurting from that and shit. It would actually like be really an interesting feeling. Try it out. Like, buy a bunch of cookies and just keep cracking them. You're gonna get a really itching, like really interesting feeling in your hands from that. And I remember Courage the Cowardly Dog being in the background while we were watching TV. My brother was watching TV, my brother was watching that, and I remember hearing that in the background. And that was probably my last memory of that show, watching that. Yeah, it was a really fucking creepy show. Why can I not go on? Oh, there we go. It was a really, like, funny but creepy show, and it was really good. I don't know if you guys have ever seen that. Here's the bad guy. See, these final bosses in these games aren't really that tempting because I know I can fucking just plow through it with free mode. I know I can fucking just plow through it with playing free mode, but goddamn. These bosses must have been very tempting, intimidating back in the day if you were playing this in the arcade with some quarters in your pocket. You must have been spending all your quarters on this fucking game. Back in my day, we had to spend quarters to play games. We didn't go to the store and buy games for a console. We just went into the arcades and we would spend some quarters. And usually we didn't have enough quarters to even get through the whole game because it was so hard. But yeah, I love fucking arcades. Like, I've spent this entire episode talking about it because this is an arcade game. because this is an arcade game, I spent this whole episode talking about arcades, but it's just a good memory of mine. I really want to go to an arcade again. I know somewhere in America there's this like arcade. I watched a video of it recently. There's an arcade that lets you, for 15 bucks, you can go into the arcade and play tons of arcade games, just tons. Like Pac-Man and Dig Dug. Oh god, Dig Dug is really fun. Pac-Man, Dig Dug, Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat. You can just play tons of retro classic arcade games. Turtles in Time. What else is there? Ninja Baseball Batman. That fucking game. There's just tons of classic games. Just these tiny ships take so long to kill as well. Even just these tiny ships. Oh, this reminds me of Donkey Kong Country. This little part here. But yeah, man, oh my god. I just love arcades. I just love arcades. Fuck, that little tiny laser got me. That little tiny fucking laser. I really want to go to an arcade again and fucking play that. That one arcade that I used to go to is actually gone. It turned into a casino. Like they used to have one part that was a casino and one part that was an arcade, but now the whole thing is a casino, and it's kind of a shame. I think they were just replacing all the arcades with casinos because no one plays arcades anymore. Because everyone just has consoles and games in their own house, so no one plays arcades anymore. They're just ripping away all the fucking arcades and just replacing them with fucking casinos. And gambling is not a good thing. Gambling, I just beat the game, by the way. I just beat the game. Gambling is the last thing you should do to make money. Sometimes I think about it like, yeah, I'm over 18, I can go to a fucking casino and gamble, and I might actually win a bunch of money, but most of the time you're just gonna lose most of your money, and you're not gonna make much profit off of it. And speaking of gambling, there's this thing called, there's this game called Counter-Strike Global Offensive, which I play, and there's skins. There's skins in these games. Oh no, we're not done yet. I didn't beat the game. There's these skins for guns and things. So people like constantly like unbox. They spend money to. Oh, those are my army, man. They spend money. God damn it! This game is so hard. They spend money to open cases, and there's a bunch of people on YouTube who just do like case opening videos where they open cases for skins, and because they're so famous on YouTube, they get enough money to just keep opening cases. Like, you know, I don't make that money. I don't make that much money, so I can't really like open tons of cases. But you know, basically they just spend money on opening cases, and they hope they get good skins for the guns. And the reason why they do that is because if you get a good skin that's like factory new condition and it looks really good and stuff, you can either keep it and be proud of it, or you can sell it for lots of money. So you might actually make back all the money you spent on those cases to begin with. So that's what people do, and it's basically like gambling. It's basically like gambling. God. It's basically gambling, but in a different way. It's like online gambling. I'm not sure if you can gamble online with generally, but I probably don't care about that anyway. I'd rather work for my buck than to fucking gamble all my money away. Like, to be completely honest with you. But anyway, so yeah, I have lots of memories of our Cartoon Network and Flash games and, of course, arcade games. And arcades is one of the first games I used to play. Like, back when I grew up with a Game Boy. We never got a console, until the PS2 because my parents never wanted me to have a console. My parents never wanted me to have a console because the noise was too loud and we had to play on the little screen. So we had to buy headphones. And as soon as we bought headphones for our TV, we were able to have a console. So my brother got a PS2 for his birthday, and later I got a Wii. And then I got my own monitor. Then I got my own monitor in my room, and I bought a Wii U and a PS4. So now I play those two consoles in my own room, which is pretty chill. And yeah, and definitely my first gaming memories was the Game Boy, the original Game Boy or a Game Boy Pocket. I had one of those two. I think it was a Game Boy Pocket, and I played Super Mario Land 1, Super Mario Land 2. There was this. There was like this big 100 games in one collection with like tons of Game Boy games in one, and one of them was like a Mickey Mouse game. I think it was called Mickey Mousecapade. No, not Mickey Mousecapade. I think it was like Bugs Bunny Crazy Castle, but with Mickey Mouse. So I just beat the game. I just beat Metal Slug 2. It was like this really fun Mickey Mouse game on the Game Boy, and yeah, obviously my brother had Pokemon, so Pokemon Silver. I'm gonna call it SSX again. I don't know why I call it S. No, I'm gonna call it SVD, man. SVD. That's my initials. There. SVD. Stan Van Dalen. That's my name. So I that's another thing about arcades is the 3 number digits. It's always like things that make you recognize an arcade game are 1, only having like 2 lives and then using continues to continue. So therefore spending continues on a game by putting in money in the arcade, or like when it counts down, it counts down from 9 to 0. And another thing is the scoreboard. So the scoreboard where you see all the scores and you see who got the best scores. Another thing is the 3-letter digits for names. So you can't actually put in more than 3 letters. And that's like a classic arcade way to put in your name. So those are 3 things that make you recognize whether a game is an arcade game or not. Oh, look at that fucking name. It has like little emojis, emoticons. Sound Haya. So yeah, this is I'm really enjoying these Metal Slug games. I decided let's buy Metal Slug Anthology because I've always wanted to play these Metal Slug games, and this is probably the easiest way to play all 7 of them. There is also Metal Slug 7. So this is Metal Slug 1 through 6 and X. There is Metal Slug 7. There is Metal Slug XX, which is on the DS. Metal Slug 7 is on the DS. Metal Slug XX is on the PSP. The future is now, SNK. Oh my god, was that their slogan back then? The future is now. That was their slogan back then, I guess. I've never played SNK games before. This is my first time playing any SNK games. I guess they must have made some pretty good other games aside from Metal Slug. So there's my high score. Wow, look at that. I got 1,400,000 points. Metal Slug 2. So look at this. Look, this is such an arcadey like title screen. Like, look at this. And there's a demo with no sound. There's a demo with just sound effects and no music. Arcadey this right here. No sound, no music, just sound effects. There's a demo with a title at the top. Very arcadey thing here that they do, and it's gonna probably show the scoreboard in a bit. Just like this very arcadey thing that they always do in arcade games, you know. So I guess it's like a demo showing how you should be playing the game. You should duck in time, know what you're supposed to do. And yeah, then it shows the scoreboard, best tank busters. It shows the scoreboard, the best scores, and then it starts up again. It's a very arcadey thing. You can immediately recognize it as an arcade game. It's a dream for me to fucking go back to the arcades and play this in the arcades. I just love these, like the way that And the guy that does Metal Slug 2, I love it. It's so arcadey. You know, they show the title, the guy says the title, then you see the demo, then it shows the scoreboard. And that's what I used to do. I would go to the arcades and I would just watch these demos. I would just be like, oh, this game looks so cool. I just want to play it. And I would always wait for someone else to come in the arcade and play it, so I could watch them play the game. It's such a good time of my childhood that I want to get back. So it would be a dream come true for me to go to the arcade again and fucking play some classic games, you know. It'd be fucking fantastic. So yeah, that was Metal Slug 2, everyone. That was Metal Slug 2. Yeah. Look at that. It says PS2 controller, saving memory card. Oh my god. 8 megabyte memory card, PlayStation 2. It's like I'm playing on the actual PS2, but I'm playing this on the PS4, PS2 Classics. And let me talk about PS2 Classics for a bit. So far I have some PS2 Classics. I have GTA 3, Vice City, and San Andreas. And I also have 3 Star Wars games from like Episode 1, 2, and 3. And I also have Metal Slug Anthology. But they don't release too many good PS2 games. There's some Rockstar games like Red Dead. Like the first Red Dead game. There's Max Payne. There's Bully, Manhunt, a bunch of Rockstar games. But you know what they should release on here? They should release fucking Jak and Daxter 1, 2, and 3, and Ratchet and Clank 1, 2, and 3. They should release a bunch of fucking good games. There's so many good PS2 games that are not on the PS2 Classics section that they really should release. You know, they really don't make too many good PS2 games on the PS4 for PS2 Classics. But this is a really good one, and so is the GTA trilogy. Very good games. So next time we're gonna play Metal Slug X Super Vehicle 1. Unless it's a remake of 2. If it's a remake of 2, then I'll just go straight to 3. And then we got 4, 5, and 6. The title screens keep changing. So yeah, that was our Metal Slug 2 playthrough. I hope you all enjoyed it. And tomorrow I will play Metal Slug X probably, or 3. Depends on whether X is a remake of 2 or not. I'm not sure. But I will play that. So I will see you tomorrow when I play Metal Slug X. So yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this live stream. I got to talk about some classic childhood memories of me in the arcades and Cartoon Network and Flash games, and got to be a little frustrated over this game being so frickin' hard, but hey, that was it. That's Metal Slug 2 for y'all. These games are also on the iOS, and this same collection is also on PS2 and the Wii, and I think also PC. I don't know, but hey, that was it. So I hope you all enjoyed watching this, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.